weapon of choice. What's your Fallout 4 weapon of choice?
I mostly ended up using a laser rifle with I forget which mod it is that makes people light on fire.
Oh, you did a laser musket or laser rifle? Okay.
Rifle. That was probably my go-to, but I also for a good chunk of the game I was using just a double barrel shotgun. I would just run up to people, go into vats, blow their faces off, run up to the next guy, blow his face off at very close range. That was very effective. And I also had a few guns that I would just kind of switch between, not necessarily because the situation suited it best, but because I would run out of ammo for one of them.
Always.
And then I'd switch to the other one and build up ammo for the other.
Yeah.
Right. And it was a, what was it? Not an assault rifle. It was the other gun.
Hunting rifle?
No, it's like a kind of a heavy gun, but not the assault rifle.
There's a lot of them. I'm not sure which one.
I forget what it's called.
That's okay.
Like a combat rifle, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so I had that. It's a semi-automatic, not an automatic.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing a bunch of damage with that.
But you stuck to the laser rifle with the setting people on fire mod most of the time.
Yeah, that was pretty effective. Setting people on fire is a good way to go.
Other than real life, it's good advice. Alana, what about you?
Yeah, I think if the game stats were to tell me what my favorite weapon was and the one that I've used the most, it would be a shotgun as well. But I think Fallout 4 has really good melee weapons. Like, I don't remember the name of it, but the fist...
Which one? Are you talking about the boxing glove with the spikes on it, or are you talking about
the gold fist thing?
What is that?
I feel like it's longer than that. The name of it. It has
Might be modded or something.
Not sure, but the power fist is great. There's a cool sword that I found during a quest one time. So I feel like there's a lot of really cool melee weapons. But yeah, I tend to stick to shotguns pretty much all the time. And same as Dan, I'll swap between stuff because I've run out of ammo, but also range. I swap between stuff for range a lot.
Yeah.
What are these melee weapons you speak of?
Right.
Am I saying that weird?
No, not at all. It's just it's something about the way I've played Fallout ever since, again, the first game. I just, like, in a world with bullets, why would I stab anything?
Yeah, melee skills so inferior.
Like,
punching stuff is fun.
Yes, it is fun. That's true. Now I'm afraid of you.
I rarely use them, but I think there's more of them in Fallout 4 than in the other games, and the ones that I have found have been very cool.
Yeah.
But I don't use them very often.
Sean, who's usually on the show, he's a melee weapon guy.
Yeah.
His builds are all like that.
Melee weapons just aren't that interesting in VATS because you can't select individual body parts.
Yeah.
So it's
if you could do it like Metal Gear Revengeance, you can like slice people up into tiny bits. We could do that in VATS. I'd totally do it.
Now, what about you, Miranda?
So, like, melee's good early on because we just, like, ran with the machete with power armor and just sliced up raiders. I mean, it's good. But I've been partial to the laser rifle because you get so much laser ammo from the main story.
Yeah.
So
people just drop stuff
ours
everywhere.
almost does 200 damage now. So
oh, wow.
Yeah, we have that, a shotgun, and a sniper rifle, all of which are named. We have.
What are your weapons named?
We have Bubblegum Crisis, which is the shotgun. Pepe Le Pew Pew, which is the laser rifle, and then Wesley is the sniper.
Nice.
Who is responsible for these atrocities?
It's between me and Brian. Okay. So
that's amazing.
Really, really funny.
Yeah.
I just called my shotgun Old Shooty.
Old Shooty.
And then I got the combat rifle and named it New Shooty.
I can't decide whether Bubble Gun Crisis or Pepe Le Pew Pew is better. I
definitely like Pepe Le Pew Pew. My vote goes to that one.
Yeah, okay.
That's a keeper.
Those are pretty good. Guys, if you're listening or watching, please send us your favorite weapon names from Fallout, the ones you've created.
It's cool. Like, you'll find like the legendary weapons that are named, but then I'm like, why don't we just name ours something cool? Like,
make my weapon legendary.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be sad when I have to break it down. I'm always sad when that happens. It's like, oh, it's
anything that you name, you automatically can get attached to.
Thankfully, these ones we haven't cycled through yet. Like, these are the first ones we named, and we've kept them forever.
Yeah.
So,
it's interesting that both of you went with laser rifles.
Rifles are just so good, especially with that perk that does extra damage for rifles. And then there's another perk under luck that gives you more just general damage. So I'm just like, so good.
All the damage.
So strong.
I did a perception and agility build early on, and so I was doing a lot of headshots and VATS, and I wanted a gun with a decent rate of fire that could handle headshots and had plentiful ammo. When I found the Deliverer, the legendary Deliverer,
I don't know what that is.
It's a silenced pistol.
pistol.
Yeah, it's a 10 millimeter. And its base damage code's
And
only 40
it's one of the
something,
ones you
I think.
find, like, you have to save up for ages to buy the big boy.
Yeah.
But the deliver is just amazing, and you can just stumble across it, basically.
Yeah, you run into it and you're like, whoa, what's this? And you're like, oh, this
That's
is great. Ammunition's plentiful. The damage per shot is moderate, but it's got a great rate of fire.
Yeah, and I mean, every 10mm ammo you can use for it.
Yeah,
Like everything, so it's not specific to that weapon.
It's fantastic,
Yeah, it is really good.
especially for, again, you stack up those headshots with a level 9 perception and the right perks, and it's
Yeah.
murderous. Really enjoyed it.